A prominent astrophysicist has confirmed that Nibiru could collide with Earth as early as December 29, 2020. Dr. Frank Malikowski, formerly with NASA, told Weekly World News that planet Nibiru, also known as Planet X, is heading toward Earth at an accelerated speed. I have been studying Nibiru for the last 25 years. There's a lot of mathematical proof that this dark planet is creating waves of energy that is shaking the heavens. It is a unique planet that is hard to identify and hard to predict where it is at any given time. I try to locate it every night and have kept a log of its movements. It has never taken this trajectory before. I believe it is on a direct path for Earth. And I know I am right. It should be noted that many scientists, astronomers and politicians have denied the existence of Nibiru. It's a bunch of hogwash, said Banesh Banerjee, a leading scientist for NASA. Nibiru is a myth. Conspiracy theorists have long latched onto a belief in Planet X, but I have never seen any evidence of it. Never. NASA always denies Nibiru's existence, responded Dr. Malikowski. But they have been hiding the planet for decades. Do you believe everything NASA says? For some reason, they don't want anyone on Earth to know about it. But it's there. I will show you. Collision? Seeing is believing. Dr. Malikowski then took this reporter to his observatory, and we looked through his high-powered binocular telescope. It was the biggest telescope we had ever seen. We looked through the lens and saw a beautiful array of stars, too many to count. We weren't sure what we were looking for, but Dr. Malikowski, who had just finished his third gin and tonic, kept pointing to a bright star, just outside Jupiter. At least, what he said was Jupiter. He told us that this star was Nibiru. We questioned him about what we were looking at and he just got frustrated and threw his drink down. You're not an astronomer. You don't know what you're doing. Just believe me. I'm telling you that's Nibiru. And it is. Planet Nibiru was last seen just past Neptune in early 2019, Dr. Malikowski said. Then I saw it moving by Venus in January of this year. It jumps around a great deal. I finally figured out a way to predict its movements through space. After months of calculations, I have determined that Nibiru is heading directly toward Earth. And it seems almost purposeful. Purposeful? What does Dr. Malikowski mean? I think the planet is alive. I don't know if there are alien beings on the planet that are controlling the planet, or if the planet itself has a mind of its own, but clearly the planet itself is an intelligent being. And for some reason, it wants to hit Earth. At Weekly World News, we always remain skeptical. But we followed up with some of the nation's top cosmologists. One in particular, Dr. Janice Jeremias, told us that she fully believed in Dr. Malikowski's work. He's a genius. And like all geniuses, he is often ridiculed. But I have studied his findings and his logs. His work is unassailable. I agree with him. Nibiru will make impact before the end of the year. Dr. Jeremias told us Nibiru in Babylonian astronomy translates to point of transition or planet of crossing. The establishment of Nibiru Point is described in Tablet 5 of the Enuma Elish, Dr. Jeremias said. Its cuneiform sign was often a cross or various winged disc. She told Weekly World News that beings from Nibiru are considered closer to human beings than any other beings in our galaxy. Many extraterrestrial experts believe that the gray beings from Nibiru have been on Earth many times before and have combined their DNA with humans to create a more evolved life form. It's all in the Bible. Pastor Ronnie Desmond told Weekly World News believes that Nibiru is the real deal. He believes that Nibiru will soon reveal itself to the world, and it will mark the beginning of a great apocalypse on Earth. I believe it because the Bible says it. The deep impacts are in Revelation chapter 88, Pastor Desmond told Weekly World News. The earth is gonna reel and rock like a drunken man. Jesus said there'll be mighty earthquakes, major earthquakes, all in the lead up to the ultimate impact of Nibiru. Pastor Desmond said that beginning in early November of this year, we will see signs of Nibiru approaching. There'll be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, and in certain backyard pools in Ohio. The sea and the waves will be roaring, all kinds of apocalyptic events will be taking place all over. It's going to be so exciting. The world has seen many such claims of apocalyptic doom come and go. But many believe that the Nibiru collision fits in well with biblical prophecy. And many believe that 2020 has been the worst year ever, so anything is possible. Even this. Weekly World News will continue to follow this story and the movements of Nibiru. Advertisements. Report this ad. Advertisements. Report this ad.